What's up, my babies? I am so happy right now because I am back in Los Angeles, and I love Toronto, but I don't have to be there anymore. And what I mean by I don't have to be in Toronto anymore is I don't have to be out of my home. So I got 2 weeks here, and then I go on the road a little bit. So check the website, chrisdelia.com, for tickets. I'm going to be going a bunch of different places. And Man on Fire, the Netflix special of mine, comes out on June 27th. But right now, I'm talking to you, babies. And appreciate you. But I'm back in Los Angeles, and I had a blast in Toronto. I really did. I had a great time. I hung out with my buddy, who was a lot of you guys know, I know Brian Callen. He hooked me up with his buddy, Joel, and we hung out, man. We were fast friends, new best friends immediately. You know when you meet somebody and you're just like, oh, cool. This guy's my, like you get like a guy crush or whatever the fuck. You're like, cool. I'll just hang out with this guy and fuck all the other friends. But I didn't even have any other friends that I could have even hung out with because I don't know anybody in Toronto. So I fucking hung out with him, and he is he owns a few jiu-jitsu schools and some MMA schools. And so I went there, and I used to do jiu-jitsu for like 6 years. And and he was like, just come, because I had a lot of downtime during the movies, and he was like, come do the show, do the class. And I was like, I don't know. But anyway, I took an Uber up there. I met him up there, and I did a class. And it was crazy to put on the uniform again. And I don't know. He was like, maybe it'll ignite the flame, and you can do it get back when you get back in LA. And I think I might. I was texting with my buddies, asking them good schools and shit in LA or in Hollywood. But I got the fucking like beginner, dude, I haven't rolled in like 10 years. And I got the beginner, like, what do you call it? Blisters on my hands and my feet, and it was like I'm talking about like I was limping. Like that's how dorky it was. Like I took one class, I got back into one class and did some fucking throws and some grappling, and my feet hurt like I'm some old lady. Yeah, so I did that, and it was cool. I rolled with this other purple belt. I'm a blue belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which sounds even so silly to say because I haven't done it in so long, but I rolled with this purple belt, and he kind of took care of me because he probably could have murdered me. So thank you for that. His name is Mark. Thanks, Mark. So yeah, but it was cool, man. It was called Revolution MMA up in Toronto. It's a good spot. It's actually an awesome spot. Teacher's name is Joel. He's a buddy of mine now, and you should check it out if you're in Toronto and if you're into it. And tape your feet up if you're a beginner because you're gonna get the fucking bruises. But anyway, whatever. So now I'm in LA, and it's nice out, and I'm fucking happy. I landed in LA literally just now, and I'm here. I drove past In-N-Out. You know what I'm sick of here is, and I thought about this a lot too in the past week because I started seeing like blogs and new like all these like the best burgers in LA, the best burgers and this and that. Here's the deal, man. In-N-Out's the best, period. It's the best. This is not a commercial. I'm just telling you. It's been around forever, and it's a great burger. Especially if you're talking about fast food. It doesn't even feel like fast food. I mean, it is technically, but like it just is the best, okay? Now, here's the deal. All these other burger places pop up. They all pop up. You got the Five Guys. You got, the gourmet fast food style kind of, they pretend they're gourmet, but they're fast food. Then you got the real gourmet. Then you got the fast food fucking chains. You got this new place. Now, everybody jumps on the fucking bandwagon. As soon as Five Guys came out, all these fucking motherfuckers were talking about, oh, Five Guys is better than In-N-Out. Five Guys is the best now. And it's not. And then, because everybody has that hive mentality, they all go to it and they're like, oh, man, got to try Five Guys. Oh, Five Guys is this shit. Everybody likes to find the new thing first, Like the band. Like, oh, yeah, I know. I liked them before they got popular. In-N-Out is the best. So now it's Shake Shack. Everybody won't shut the fuck up about Shake Shack. My friends are texting me, have you tried Shake Shack? I see blogs. Shake Shack's the best. It's better than In-N-Out. In-N-Out fucking in their bullshit fries. Fuck you, dude. You're gonna forget about Shake Shack. You're gonna forget about it in 2 years, and everyone's gonna still be eating In-N-Out. And that's the thing I don't like the most, is when people just jump on the fucking thing and pretend like it's the shit, and they don't even know why they're thinking it's the shit, but then 2 years later, they forget that it's the shit, and then they go back to the old shit. That's the thing that drives me nuts. That's that shit I don't like. It drives me fucking nuts, dude. Oh, this is the new thing. It's the best thing. And then they move on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. That movie, that song that Jay-Z did and Kanye did was about In-N-Out. I don't like it. Oh, have you tried the new thing, though, that is like the old thing that's better than the old thing? And then, oh, whoops, forgot about it. Never mind, like the old thing. Yakuda. Definition of a CUDA. Definition of a CUDA. I can't deny it. I'm a fucking rider. You don't want to fuck with me. Definition of a CUDA. Yeah. Tupac, dude. What? No. It was Tupac before Fabulous. My producer's telling me it's Fabulous. It's not. Fabulous goes with the I can't deny it. I'm a fucking rider. But Tupac had it first. He went, I can't deny it. I can't deny it. I'm a fucking CUDA. Oh, man. Stick with the In-N-Out or CUDA. Dude, I don't like it. I don't like it. Fidget spinners? Put them in your butthole. Spin them around. Hey, fidget spinners, dude. They're selling them everywhere. Dude, I was at a shooting in this food mart, and they were selling fidget spinners. Food mart. Hey, can I eat these? No? Then don't have them here. Also, don't have them anywhere. Fidget spinners. Hate the word fidget, hate the word spinners. Put them together, sell it. The most annoying thing in the world. It's nothing. Do you like nothing? You'll love fidget spinners. Fucking fuck that. You just hold them. What? Do you fucking do something with it? No. Why the fuck do people like shit that spins, you know? That's so dumb. Wow. Talk about CUDA for real. I mean, dude, you like shit that spins? You fucking idiot. Remember the fucking spinners on the car, the wheels? And then people, remember, didn't Iverson or somebody had it in their shoe? Bye. Your shoes don't have wheels on them. Somebody had spinners in their shoe. It was like Latrell Sprewell or some shit. It was some like sixth man. Spinners in his shoe. It was Sprewell. And then, now they just have the spinners. You can just hold them. God. What the fuck? Fidget spinners. Fidget, you know? What fucking moron. What genius came up with that shit? Are you a genius, though, if you cater to morons? Like, I kind of feel that way about, like, DJ Khaled. Like, he's kind of a genius because of the empire he built. But also, who like actually likes DJ Khaled's social media. Like, I'm not talking about his music, fine. He produces some really great beats. But when he's like, when you watch his Snapchat and he's like, you know, or Instagram, and he's like, they didn't want me to do this with Michael Jordan, so I did it with Michael Jordan. Like, and people are like, there's people that actually don't think that that's funny and think like, yo, fuck, that's inspirational. And like, that's dumb as fuck. Like, there's businessmen that don't say dumb shit like that. And he knows what he's doing, so I don't think he's dumb. But like, I like DJ Khaled because it's funny to me. And I think that he knows that. And that makes me like DJ Khaled. But if you're not of that mindset, and if you think DJ Khaled is like, if you're like, DJ Khaled is like, another one, and you're like, dude, that actually is another one, you're a fucking moron. You know? You're the guy who buys the fidget spinner. Imagine somebody fucking spinning the fidget, listening to it, and DJ Khaled's like, another one, and then you're spinning the fidget, and you're like, actually, yeah, that fucking is actually another one. That whole culture is amazing, though. Just hip hop culture. I was at Starbucks. What do you call it? Like 2 days ago, and this dude. I was sitting down, having a coffee, reading a script, actually doing something. I look to my left, and there's a guy with a laptop open. And he is rapping with headphones on, like softly, but definitely too loud because I could hear him and other people could tell, but not loud. Like he was probably like, like that's too loud anywhere except your house or a studio. And I looked over because he was rapping, and he was like looking at his phone and the computer, and on the computer it said, like it was a page, and it had the word world, and it was showing him what rhymed with the word world. You're not a rapper. Okay, dude. I mean, a bunch of shit rhymes with world. This guy looked up what rhymed with world, and he wasn't 4. Dude, he had his phone out, his computer out, was looking at his phone, his computer, had his iTunes on, and the fucking what rhymed with world. And that page remained on for like a half an hour I was there. I just wanted to lean over and be like, twirled. And he was rapping, and like, first of all, so many things. You're not a rapper because of this. You're not a rapper because you had to look up what rhymed with world, period. You're not a rapper because you had to look up what rhymed with anything. Number 3, you're not a rapper because you're rapping at Starbucks, okay? Also, you had your phone out and your computer out, and that's too many things to have out. This guy was probably rapping about, like, you know, guns and shit, too, and, like, stealing your bitch at Starbucks. It was amazing. It was crazy, dude. It was pretty fucking awesome. That guy's probably going to be the next big thing. The fuck I know. Next Toronto fucking ting. Dude, I can't fucking believe how many people talk about Drake in Toronto. And if you're listening and you're in Toronto, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. And if you think like, well, it's not actually really... Yeah, it is, dude. You can't go anywhere without somebody not mentioning Drake. It's unfucking believable. Somebody fucking told me he was Drake's cousin. Bro, here's the deal. If you're Drake's cousin, you can't tell people you're Drake's cousin that you just met, because even if you are, everyone thinks you're lying, and you should know that. I'm Drake's cousin. Oh, really? I go like this in my head. No, you're not. Oh, okay, so I'm an asshole? So I don't believe you. Now everything that comes out of your mouth from now on is a lie. The devil is a lie. Isn't that a fucking Rick Ross? I know it's a fucking already something, but I love how these rappers will just start on some shit. They'll hear some quote and they'll be like, "The devil is a lie," and then fucking white chicks will be like, "The devil is a lie." Rick Ross, dude. Shout out to fucking Pears. Didn't he say, wasn't it Pears? Shout out to all the Pears with no shirt on. Shout out, did he say? Shout out to fruit? No, don't do that. The fruit's not going to be like, "Oh, that's dope." Shout out to the pear? Shout out to all the pear. Wow. The devil is a lie. My English teacher was a lie. Shout out to all the pear. Oh my God. I think Rick Ross should get more tattoos though. Dude, I've been thinking about seriously I do want tattoos. I want like cool like hand tattoos though and neck tattoos so people know not to fuck with me. Oh, fuck. Yo, I was wondering actually, like, you know how like if you meet a girl, guys, you know how if you meet a girl and like, you know, pretty much 9 times out of 10 or 19 times out of 20, you know, pretty much they're like, "I know what you want," you know, and you're like, "Well, you know, yeah." Or, you know, sometimes you're like, you got different guys, you know, you're like, sometimes the guy's like, "Yeah, I want that. So that's how I'm a guy, you know, we want to fucking have sex." Or like some guys will be like the total opposite and be like, "Well, no, you know, not necessarily. If we hit it off, we hit it off. And I would like a connection. And then possibly, you know, 5-6 dates, maybe we can, you know, see how it works and explore." And then you got all in between, and you're like, okay, whatever. But the girl pretty much 9 or 19 times out of 20 is like, wants to test it out, of course. Like a lot of girls have only slept with like 7 guys, you know? A lot of girls have only slept with like 7 guys, and they're like 26. Or, you know, even if you're like 21, some girls have slept with like 6 dudes, you know? Some chicks will be like, "I haven't slept with anybody since December." And you're like, God damn, right? Girls will literally be like, "I haven't had sex in 7 months." And guys will be like, "Oh, I cannot have sex for 7 months," right? Like, it's just a different fucking thing, right? But I was like wondering, like, if you're like, because I don't know this and I'm very ignorant, but like if you're a girl and you are attracted to women and you date women, like, do they do the long play or do they just do like, fuck it, like, we'll just like fuck because we don't have to deal with dudes? Do you know what I'm saying? I haven't thought about this fully, and I'm a very ignorant person when it comes to this because I'm not a girl and I'm obviously not a lesbian. So, but like, do they say, or is there one that's the aggressive one that's like, "I want that pussy," and the other one's like, "I know what you want"? But that's bullshit because that's not just what she wants because women wired differently. You know? Is it like they're acting like it? Like one acts like the dude part, I get it. One's like the more like, or is it not? Are the 2 chicks that are just like, I like to think that there's like 2 chicks that are like, "I know what you want," and the other one's like, "I know what you want," and then they just literally never fuck ever because they're both got that side-eye shit going on. We just couldn't make it happen because one of us wouldn't be the aggressor. So just I figured like I knew what you wanted and she knew what I wanted. So we just never did it. And we just kind of chill. And we watch Friends on Netflix. The devil is a lie. I mean, that's hilarious to think of 2 chicks that are like, "I'm not giving it up." Because every chick's been burned, you know? Of course. I mean, dudes have been burned too. But all chicks have been burned. And my favorite thing is when a girl acts like, since they've been burned, that like they're different than other girls. That actually drives me nuts. Like, well, because, you know, I've been cheated on and I've been, you know, I've had a lot of, you know, I had a guy that didn't treat me with respect. And it's like, yeah, that's bad. Of course. I'm not trying to minimize it, but you're not special? You think you're the fucking die-cut, embossed upper deck Drew Bledsoe rookie card? You think you're foil embossed? Hey, I got a question. You unlimited Fleer Ultra Barry Bonds card? Or you check? You woman with thoughts and likes and dislikes? Or you Fleer Ultra card? Every girl's been fucking fucked around. Every guy's been fucked around, unless you're like some super alpha. But chicks are just like, I'm not going through this again. Like, it's not fucking, Fallujah. I'm not trying to say heartbreak is real. Or, even though it's not, like, what is love? Sadeep. Dalai Lama. All I'm really trying to say is, the devil is a lie. And shout out to Pear. By the way, if you say the devil is a lie and shout out to Pear, gone. You're gone. You said nothing in your whole life, basically. Pick one. Pick one, man. You can't say the devil is a lie and also shout out to Pear. Imagine talking to somebody and they're like, you're in a real conversation and you're like, yeah. And you're like, God, this guy's cool. And he's like, the devil is a lie. And you're like, you know what? The fucking devil is a fucking lie, right? And then he says, shout out to Pear. And you catch a video of him on Instagram fucking lounged up on a gurney or whatever the fuck he was. And he was like, shout out to Pear. Oh, fuck. I listened to this guy? Come on. Let's look at that. Let's look up that. Shout out to all the Pear. It's got to be on YouTube. It's got to have fucking 6 million views. Rick Ross. God, you got to sign up for everything. I go onto YouTube. Want to sign up for YouTube Red? You go to fucking Hulu. Want to sign up for Hulu? Did you? Here we go. Why does this happen, man? The fucking video is 6 seconds long. The first thing I click on has got 2.61 million things, and it's fucking 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and it's going to be some nerd in glasses talking about how, Rick Ross, he actually said, shout out to all the Pear, and we got to the bottom of it. There's no bottom of it, asshole. I fucking can't stand that shit. When you go to click on the music video, and you're like, oh, cool, here's the new Future video, and then you go click on it, and it's like it's always some either... Dude, it's either some fucking dude that looks like he would be on a Verizon commercial, One Punch, or it's a fucking mixed-raced chick that's like kind of thick with like crazy makeup on and a blowout. One Punch, okay? Dude, and she's like, So we're here to talk about Rick Ross and how he came in and said Pear. What's to do with Pear? Well, the video started and it originated by. I just want to see the fucking video, and you know that, and now you fucking clickbaited me, and I'm fucking watching your bullshit, and I have to watch an extra ad on YouTube. Dude, you know what? For real? The devil is a lie. And that's what that is, man. Don't fucking add to it. Don't fucking be the devil is a lie and then show me the fucking shout out to all the Pear video in the mix with all your fucking Verizon Wireless fucking bullshit wireframe glasses with your button-down short-sleeve shirts that I fucking can't stand, dude. If you have a button-down short-sleeve shirt, you're fucking mixing up the game, dude. Either have a long-sleeve shirt or a fucking short-sleeve shirt. Have a long-sleeve button-down or a short-sleeve shirt. Dude, don't have a short-sleeve button-down shirt. That's insane to me. That's like if you're fucking driving a truck and you have the fucking flatbed cover on it. Bro, you bought a truck. Live with that fucking decision. If you buy a truck and then have the flatbed on it, dude, I can't trust you, bro. The devil is a lie. Rick Ross has a fucking truck with a flatbed and the flat cover on it, and you know he does, with his fucking button-down short-sleeve shirt, dude. That shit, I can't get behind that shit. I actually can't get behind that shit. I can't get behind that shit, man. If I see it, it irks me, man. Look, here's another one.
YouTube.com/devil
This is how it starts. I want to watch fucking him say shout out to Pear. Look. We're fucking 8 seconds in, and I got some graphics. Here we go. Is this it? And, of course, my internet won't work. Here we go. My internet won't work. Well, this dude's lounging. Look how hard he's lounging. Why does Rick Ross's face look skinny as shit, but his body's big? He looks like a permanent Photoshop in real life. The devil is a lie, dude. And no internet. Oh, dude. Is there anything that makes, like, us more mad if like, we have houses and shit? Obviously, if we don't have running water and stuff, we have bigger problems, but that internet doesn't work?
I eat pears now and shit like that. Shout out to all the pear.
That's so dumb! Oh my God. I eat pear and shit like that now. Shout out to all the pear. Dude, and his smile, you got to look it up. You got to look up his smile, too. He looks like a kid.
Pears now and shit like that. Shout out to all the pear. I eat pears now and shit like that. Shout out to all the pear.
Dude, I mean, like, and the fucking guy who's interviewing him is like just some guy that looks like he would be on, like, somebody would interview on, like, Vice, that, like, lives in, like, rural fucking Tennessee. I eat pear now, shit like that. Shout out to all the Pear. Oh my God, dude. I want to know. I bet actually that's. I mean, any publicity is good publicity. I bet fucking Pear people bought, like, literally 8 pears because of that, like, without knowing, subconsciously. Shout out to all the Pear. Why does he sound like? I'm sorry, but
Pears now and shit like that. Shout out to all the pear.
Dude, and he does like a hip hop point and like then a surfer dude thing, like it's badass. Like he's saying shout out to fucking his girl. Shout out, I eat pears and shit like that. I guess that means fruit, right? Also, pears that's not really the healthiest thing. Like, there's a lot of sugar in fruit, you know? Kale would have been good. I guess he lost a lot of weight, though. That's what that was about, right? Yeah. God, he must have been big. Because he was... I mean, this guy's saying he looks skinny. Which I guess because Rick Ross came out... You know, I didn't like that Hustlin' song. Every day I'm hustling. And then I started to like Rick Ross after that. Some of his shit was real good. Oh, fuck. Shout out to all the pears. Wow. Oh, fuck. I actually laughed really fucking hard, man. Internet shit is so dumb, right? The shit that gets big, you know? Like that shooting stars meme now. That fucking... And dudes just flying around in outer space. I if you don't know that meme, look it up. But that makes you want to buy the song. It's crazy how that happens. Like I bought that fucking Mannequin Challenge song because I liked the song because I saw the Mannequin Challenge things. Ray Shrumman, I found out that it's fucking backwards. It's drummer's ear. Ray Shrumman or whatever is drummer's ear. That's Ray Shrummer. Hey, how about just drummer's ear? That's what I'm going to call him. Ray Shrummer? Nah. Couldn't be sound more drunk. Hey, race rummers. Hey, race rummers. Hey, you know who's going to play tonight? Race rummers. And who else? The Pear guy. What's the fucking... Black Beetle, me and Paul McCartney related. Not what that means. Not what that means. Black Beetle, me and Paul McCartney related. No. Doesn't mean you're related to one of the Beatles because you said you're a Black Beetle. These fucking people will be like, that's clever. Shout out to all the Pear.
Like that. Shout out to all the Pear. I eat pears now and shit like that. Shout out to all the Pear.
Oh my God, dude. Somebody make that a song. So the Shooting Stars meme thing happened and I watched it a lot. And then it came on while I was working out the other day and I worked out harder because of it. But had I not seen those memes, I wouldn't have fucking worked out harder. Oh man, we're all fucking susceptible to that bullshit. That's the thing, dude. We're all fucking... We're not better than it. Nobody's better than it. I make fun of it, but I'm not better than it, man. I like a song. If you play it enough, I'll fucking like it. That's it. I'm a little bitch boy, dude. I'm not better than it. Nah, I'm not into it. I hear fucking Katy Perry. Is it Katy Perry? Why is she spelling her name Caddy? Katy, put a fucking I in there. She's the shit. Her voice is great. By the way, everyone was giving her shit for dancing like that with Migos. That's not any different than any other buddy dances. I feel like it was a slow meme day, and they just fuck that. I want to dance like that. You know what? I like Katy Perry, man. I mean, I like Rihanna. She's been dressing with the fucking big clothes. She looks like she shrunk. She's been drinking. She looks like she got shorter or something. She looked like she fucking ate too many pear and just lost some weight. She's been eating pears and shit like that. Shout out to all the pears. You know what I'd love to see? Rick Ross and Garth Brooks talking in a room together. That would be, I bet that would be absolutely, I bet Jesus Christ would be like, no, guys, no, I didn't mean for this to happen. When I made Rick Ross, I forgot about Garth Brooks. Guys. When I made Rick Ross, I forgot about Garth Brooks. Don't put them in the same room together. I forgot there was a Garth Brooks. It's just so hard to be in touch when you got all that shit. Man. Also, how many pears does Rick Ross eat that he would say, I eat pears and shit like that? Shout out to all the Pear. How many pears every day? I guess it would be every day at least. I feel like he didn't, though, and he's just saying I don't know what I'm even talking about anymore. I don't know what I'm talking about a guy who doesn't know what he's talking about, so whatever. Yeah, man. I don't know what else. I'm happy to be back. I was when I was in Toronto, I was working on this movie. By the way, the movie's called Life in a Year, and it's a drama. It's with Cara Delevingne and Jaden Smith and Cuba Gooding Jr. and RZA and Nia Long and me. And it's a drama. It's a very heavy drama. So your boy's fucking spreading his wings, you know? Shout out to all the wings. But and I was happy to do it. And it's a wild part. And it was cool, man. Everybody on the set was really nice and really good. And I got to meet and work with Cara and Jaden. And one day with Cuba. And Nia Long, I spent some time with, who's the fucking biggest sweetheart ever. And RZA. And Jaden and Cara are very fucking cool, fun people to be around. I know people think that Jaden like is crazy on social media and shit, but the guy's like a fucking sweetheart, and I think he's just doing that to be funny. I mean, the guy's like a cool dude, and we hit it off. I like that kid, man. He's a good kid. I say kid because he's 18, I think, and I'm 37, and that's very weird to me. Just that there's somebody even that much younger than me now. You know, you get older and that's what happens. That's just so crazy to me. Remember when you were the kid? Remember that? When you were the kid? You're not anymore. How's that? And if you are the kid, you shouldn't be listening to this podcast. But yeah, if you're in your 30s, you're the adult now. I remember one time one of my really good friends. This is sad, but he got into a motorcycle accident and he killed him, and he died. He died in it, and I read the newspaper, and it was like 27-year-old man gets, and I was like, man. I was like, he's a kid. We're kids, and he was my age, when it happened, and I think I was 26 actually. But it was crazy to think that he's a man, and I'm older than that now. I'm 10 years older than that now, and fuck, man. That's just crazy to me. But yeah, I had a good opportunity doing that movie, and I'm happy because I want to do fucking dramas, man. They're funnier than comedies, Real fucking shit is funny as shit. Like I want to be in some quirky ass comedy where there's a joke where somebody like puts a finger in his butt and then they're like, whoops, or some guy has sex with a fat chick and it's supposed to be funny. Get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna look at these hashtags here. Congratulations. Here we go. Actually, the first one was what's it like to work with Jaden, which is funny. I just said that. Which do you enjoy more, stand-up or acting? I missed who that was from, and now I can't see. I enjoy stand-up more because it's just me being able to say what I want to say whenever I want to say it, and nobody can edit it. But I will say that now that I've done my third special and I've done a lot of stand-up on TV and a lot of shows, I mean, thousands of shows. I am excited that I just got to do this other movie because it's totally something different than what I would have done. It wasn't even a comedy. It was like a dramatic role. And it was very cool that I got to do that. And it was cool to do something different. I've always been an actor as well. I like them both a lot. And I consider myself both. But I don't know. Natalie Cass, at Nat Cass. Are your podcasts pre-thought out or do you make it up as you go? I kind of make it up as I go. I don't really think about the stuff like that. Yeah, I just kind of make it up because it's stream of consciousness. I feel like it's better that way. If I planned it out, it'd be too bad. It's kind of how I do my stand-up, too. I'll just go up with kind of random thoughts. Somebody mentioned The Rock here. I think The Rock is the best celebrity, and I want to go on record saying that. The guy, I read this article once, or I don't even know if it was an article or somebody mentioned it, but they said that The Rock is the male Beyonce, and that's the truth. Dudes love The Rock like girls love Beyonce. If you don't like The Rock, you're a fucking weirdo. And I like The Rock. And here's how dope The Rock is. He's the only guy that I usually, when everybody likes somebody, it pisses me off, but not with him. I love how he doesn't take himself seriously. That's what I fucking love about that dude. He's always having a good time, and he realizes what he's doing. He's making action movies. He's making comedies. And the guy's a good fucking role model, you see videos always of him being nice to fans. You know what I like looking at these congratulations pod hashtags is that I really feel like people get me, and it makes me happy. Like right here. This is something that doesn't piss me off. I mean, it irks me a little bit, but not that much. Claire Rochon, at Claire nay, I don't know what that is. But people who say they're singer-songwriters, thoughts? Like, I guess she's asking me the thoughts on it. That doesn't bug me, but that's definitely something that would bug me. Like, I feel like in her head, she's probably like, he'd probably be like, hey, pick one. You singer or songwriter? But, like, that's not how I feel that way. But yeah, that's good. I like how people like get to know I when I first started this podcast, I was like a little bit intimidated that people were going to know too much about me and my feelings and shit. But that's what my kind of stand up is anyway. So it made me feel good. It makes me feel good now. When I was in Toronto the last night, my buddy Joel picked me up and we had like this dinner with him and his friends, and they're like all grown-ups, and they had some of them had their girlfriends with them, and we were just at this apartment, this condo in downtown Toronto. I guess it was downtown. I don't know. It was near a park, but we did that, and we all sat around. It was like 9 of us, 10 of us, and I showed up late with Joel, and I realized that I had never been. It's been a really long time since I've been in a situation that I didn't know anybody, and I was the fish out of water, you know? And whenever I get into that situation, like when I was in my 20s, before I did stand-up, like early 20s, I would feel so insecure and like, oh, shit, what do I hope I don't say something stupid. I hope people don't think I'm an idiot, right? Shit like that. But now I don't give a fuck about that stuff. And it's because I do stand-up. Like I go up in front of fucking sometimes thousands of people that don't really, you know, some of them are fans of mine, but some of them were dragged there, and they don't know me, and I go in and I fucking do it. But a lot of times they're fans of mine, so I have like a leg up at this point, right? But so it's been a long time since I've walked into a room where a bunch of people weren't my people, they were someone else's people, and I had to be like, okay. And I always treated it like, oh, it's a different it's an audience. Every fucking group is an audience if you really assemble them in the right way. We're all sitting around the table. So I'm like, if I could just get 1 or 2 jokes out, you know, because they didn't like know who I was or cared who I was. You know, I think maybe they knew I did stand up, but like to them, what the fuck's another comedian, right? I wasn't fucking Kevin Hart or some other ones that they know, the big ones, right? Louis C.K. So I felt that for the first time in a long time. I felt like that whole like, oh man, I can't imagine what it's like. This is just what it's like for like people that like, I don't go to dinners and shit like that, but like I go in and I feel this way. And if it, for a little bit, I got that feeling of what it felt like when I was in my early 20s. And then I just like kind of like realized like, okay, I'm an adult. Fuck it. They're adults too. They probably want me to be a nice guy. So they're probably a positive, like, oh, cool, another guy. So I was like, oh, cool, these guys are another guy. So I just kind of fucking said what I said. I made some jokes and then I fit in and I felt good, and that went away. But then some girl walked in the apartment, and she just walked in because she was the guy's neighbor, and she's like asking to borrow something. And I felt what it felt like for her when she walked in. And I was like, fuck, man, this is just some girl that's just a normal girl. I actually didn't even really look at her because she was just kind of talking to him. So, but I felt that she was there, and I kind of like looked at her as she was walking out. And, you know, I suppose she was an attractive girl. I don't know. But like, because I kind of only saw like the side of her, but then she left, and then I was like, dude, that's got to be insane. Being a girl and walking into a room where guys are there, and obviously guys are guys and guys are dogs, and they're looking at fucking girls, whether you have your girlfriend or not. You have that midbrain thing where you're like, oh shit, a girl, I'm activated, right? To try and impress this person. And that's got to be so much pressure for a girl to walk into a room with a bunch of guys and then have all of a sudden all eyes on them. Like as a guy, it doesn't matter that much because you can hold your own. If a guy, like, if you take it back to the caveman days, like if a guy attacked me, I could hold my own, right? But if a fucking girl walks in and there's 8 guys in a room, she literally has to think about, oh shit, man, I hope my life's okay. That's fucking incredible to me. And it's a shame. But that fucking kind of blew my mind. And I've thought about this before. Obviously, this isn't the first time I ever thought about this, but I really started thinking about it because, dude, I mean, fuck, man. You could just steal her if you want. You know? That's fucking insane. Nobody's going to steal me. You got to get the jump on me if you're going to steal me. I'm a 6'2", 185-pound guy. But a woman? You could steal a woman. That's fucking crazy, man, that women always have to have that in the back of their head. I hope I don't get stolen. That's the shit that kind of blew my mind. You know? We are different, man. We are different fucking people. Men and women is what I mean. Fucking shout out to all the Pear. The devil is a lie. This guy wrote Matthew. Well, it's Matthew. No vowels. And then his @Migyarnell, which is probably, they're all versions of his name. That's fine. But why does your face look like a Snapchat face filter ever since you shaved your beard? Which is true, man. Dude, I get it, man. I don't want to be shaved, but I had to because I have to fucking back up the Brinks truck in one way or another. And that's how they wanted to back up the Brinks truck to my place, is that they wanted to offer me this movie part. So they were like, hey, dude, do you mind shaving? And I was like, well, what are we talking about monetarily? And they were like, well, we're trying to help you back up the Brinks truck. You know, maybe slowly open up your garage and shave your beard. And I was like, okay, I'll shave my beard. And I don't like it. I feel like I look gray. I feel like, you know, dude, if you have a beard and I feel like I look fucking gray. I don't like my skin tone. I'm gray. Gray. I'm not fucking white. I'm gray, and I don't like it. I got to get some color or grow it out, but I'm going to grow it back out again. And by the way, if I put on my Instagram a picture of me and then you write, hey, you look weird without your beard, grow your beard back, you get blocked. I don't care. I'm ruthless. Dude, I have a trigger finger block finger, man. You understand me? I'll block you. So this is okay. Why does your face look like a Snapchat face filter ever since you shaved your beard? That's fine because it's a joke. I'm all for jokes, bro. Hey, you look like a fucking Albanian sex trafficker. You know, some shit. Callan says that about me. But if you say something like that, cool. I like this right here. What this guy asked. I'm not going to answer him, but he wrote, first of all, his name is Dave Fuck @BongBoy420. Change it. Immediately change it before I said that, dude. Dave Fuck with a PH? Bye. That's worse than that other girl who had hers. What was her thing? It was the worst. Like last episode or 2 episodes ago. I don't remember what it was. But this guy writes, how much skrill you make last year before taxes? Love that he said skrill, dude. That's actually awesome. Good job. Won't answer before taxes, this guy writes. Before taxes. Who asks how much did you make before taxes? Dave Fuck does. Oh, wow. I was talking about to my friend who is like kind of famous. I would say he's less famous than me. And he was telling me how many dick pics he got sent to him, like on fucking Twitter and shit. Or, Instagram. I don't ever get dick pics. Which is crazy. I'm more fucking famous than this guy, and I never get dick pics. I don't want dick pics, but I want to fucking... What's the deal? What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? I've maybe gotten 2 dick pics in my life. I know chicks get them, which I understand, but why is that guy getting them? That's my buddy. Yeah, I can probably get so many dick pics now, but whatever. I don't care. I think that's about it, man. Let me answer a few more questions, seeing who's trying to actually game the system for real, in a very real way. Seems like everyone in LA has a damn customized license plate. Thoughts on this? Morgan Cook, @Morgan Victory. Absolutely change it. No, not Victory. This is Twitter. That's not a good thing. Change it to Morgan Cook or just change it to something else. Yeah, what do I customize plates? I think customized plates are fucking stupid unless you really go for it. Like if you got like hot to trot on there, then that's awesome. And you have a convertible and you're just owning it, great. But if you just got like a Mazda or like a Prius and like you got like, you know, Knicks fan 200 or something, like, I mean, too many letters, but then like, what are you doing? You paid $50 extra to let people know you're a Knicks fan, you fucking piece of shit. But if you like really killed it, if you like have a fucking Aston Martin and on the back it says red to go, like then you wear sunglasses and you have blonde hair and you're a guy, then you're fucking killing it. And you wear like a sweater vest, my best friend immediately. But like, don't halfway do shit is basically what I'm saying. No half stepping. No half stepping on the back, and your car's a fucking beat up old Bronco, and like you wear a mock turtleneck and a cowboy hat. Forget it. You're the man. I don't give a shit. This guy asked about Tinder, and I want to talk about Tinder and people that are on dating apps that have not looking for casual, not looking for sex. Well, then you're not. My buddy Fahim has a joke. Then get the fuck off Tinder. But it's the truth, man. You're not looking for sex. Don't be on that app that's geared for fucking. They might as well call that app Fuck. Dave Fuck. They might as well call that app Fuck My Hole. And you're on it, and you're like, why am I only finding these guys that want to fuck? Because you're on the app that fucks. Tinder, Raya, whatever the fuck. Be on that shit, but don't be saying shit like, I'm not on here for hookups. If you're here trying to get a hookup, keep on moving, Buster. Delete it. Instantly delete it. Come on, man. You know what the fuck's going on. Don't act like you don't. I don't know. So that's it. I guess that's it, man. That's all. That's it. I answered some questions. The devil is a lie. Shout out to Pear. And thank you for listening to week 18. My babies, I love you all. Well, no, I don't. I actually don't, because I don't want stalkers to then think like, oh, he loves me, and then show up and fucking stab me in the front. But I like a lot of you. So thanks for listening. You guys are my babies. And thanks for staying in my fucking cult here. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Congratulations.